why is it that every time I get paid, I feel like I'm broke again? Why is it that, like, I got money in my savings, but it seems like it's never saving? Why do I feel like I'm working, but I'm not getting anywhere? You know, these are questions that even I've asked myself. And I know a lot of us have had these experiences to where we're trying to grow, build, and most importantly, we're trying to be in a space to where we feel free. But a lot of us don't. And we can just be clear on that. A lot of us don't feel free. A lot of us feel like we are always in a mode that I call survival mode. And that mode is when you feel like not even you're living paycheck to paycheck, but you're living problem to problem. Now, don't get me wrong, problems won't ever go away, right? But you feel like there's sometimes problems that may come up that you can't handle. There may be problems that may come up that catch you off guard, and now you feel like you might stumble and fall when you would have hoped that all the work that you've put in would pay off. And, you know, when I was really young, my mom, she never made me go without. Like, I didn't grow up struggling. I don't have that story where I grew up struggling, eating bread and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like, oh, you know, I had that type of childhood to where, you know, I had to split a 50-cent hug. Not really, right? But my mother never really gave me what I wanted. And I try to be extra transparent with this because I feel like there's a lot of people that tell fake, false stories about how they grew up or their experiences to amplify what they're doing now. To amplify the passion they had to actually succeed the way they have. See, but I won't do that. I have no intentions of telling you that I've been places that I haven't. I have no intention telling you that, you know, I've been in a mindset that I haven't. But I will tell you, I grew up wanting things that I couldn't get. And when you grow up wanting things you can't get, as I'm sure all of us have, you have two options. Be satisfied or get hungrier. So I'll give you an example. I remember every school year, when it was about to get cold, my mother and grandmother would go and take me to Burlington Coat Factory and get me a coat. And they didn't choose the coat that I wanted. They would always choose a coat that was big. Okay? And I remember being on the bus being made fun of because of my big lips and also because of my big coat. And these type of situations always resonated with me because they made me think to myself, why am I depending on something I can't control? Because see, when I would go into the store, even though I knew I couldn't get the jacket I wanted, I would always tell my mom I wanted it. I didn't just walk in there and say, okay, what jacket am I getting, Mom? And every time she would give me these big jackets, I still would rebel. Some days I wouldn't go to school with the jacket, but I would be cold. Some days I would wear the jacket and I would get bullied. The point of the matter is that I knew what I wanted wasn't necessarily just because I wanted it. It was because I felt at the time I needed it. But my mother subconsciously did something good for me. She taught me that if you don't earn it, you won't get it. You'll get what you are given. And see, a lot of you guys, especially people that go to college, and I have no ill will towards anybody that go to college, but I got a quick question to all of my college goers. How is it that you need a degree to work at that job, but the person that started the job, built the community or built the company, didn't need a degree to build it? Now, of course, this has some exceptions, but the reason I asked that question is not to down you, because you deserve that credit for having that execution to be able to accomplish that accomplishment, and you deserve to be celebrated. But I do want to say this, right? A lot of us are taking what we're given and not taking what we want. My childhood has always taught me to take what I want. And that is why I developed a habit of learning how to make money work for me. So when I got fired from Sam's Club because I was too young, it broke me down to a point to where I promised myself I would never settle for being somebody's support system that could easily be replaced. So I didn't start saving my money. I started spending it. And I know it sounds crazy, but when I run into people that tell me, hey, I got this, and this in my savings, it disturbs me because I don't get it or comprehend what you think that money is doing sitting in the account. And then when I ask some people, they give me numerous of different responses, but sometimes people tell me, well, I'm saving it for a rainy day. But then the issue I have with the saving it for a rainy day thing is, what happens to the money on the days it doesn't rain? It just sits there? So let me ask you this. If I was to ask you why you go to work, you probably would say, because I need to pay my bills. So, okay, you need to pay your bills. But before you had bills, did you get a job? Obviously, right? Because before you got that apartment or that house, you had to get money to be able to get that apartment or house, correct? So you mean to tell me you had to put in work in order to incur the bills that you got? Think about the same thing when it comes to money. In order to make more money, I'm talking more money that you have control of. You need to actually have that money work for you. What do you mean, Brandon? I mean, essentially, having money sit into a savings account and not investing it into something is harming you more than it's helping you. Because you're saving money to pay bills that are only going to take the money and not distribute anything back. Matter of fact, I'm wrong. It is going to distribute something. I'm sorry. What a crazy idiot I am. It is going to help you solve another bill that will be due the next day. Or maybe you might have a car accident, or maybe the brakes might go out. So you'll be able to replace the brakes, but they'll still need to be replaced again. And you'll have to go ahead and rebuild that savings again. Now, it is very interesting though, because while I do understand the philosophy of the thing school taught us, which is financial literacy, I kind of am dumbfounded of the information they left out. And then I ask myself and I sit back, why did they leave this information out? They left the information out because everybody can't be Batman. Everybody can't be Superman. Everybody can't be that entrepreneur. Everybody can't be that person. Everybody can't be the breadwinner. Everybody can't be the savior for the family. Everybody can't. So what they do is, instead of teaching everybody like they're that superhero or everybody like they're the breadwinner, they teach everybody like they are the employee. And see, what happens is the bosses end up realizing I'm not being taught the appropriate things. So I need to seek more information. You're watching this video because you're seeking more information. Congratulations. And while this all may be really fast as I speak, I am filming this video not to teach you how to make the MagSafe scale to make 500 or how to sell the iPhone 16e. I'm creating this video to actually wake you up, because only God knows what I would do for somebody to have this type of pep talk with me. And I think it takes a lot of being fed up to change, because it's different when you are purposely putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation. I purposely, on a daily basis, put myself in uncomfortable situations just so that I can make other people comfortable. What do I mean? I'll go ahead and I'll invest $2,000 in this product and have my buddy go and sell it at a flea market so that he can actually get $20 an hour so he can be able to put some food in his son's belly. So he can be able to pay his car note. So he can be able to go ahead and pay his rent. So I go ahead and pay him $20 an hour, but I didn't let you know I make $50 an hour. So yeah, I'm making him feel good, right? But who is actually reaping the benefits? Me. And see, that's what employers don't want you to know. Is that what you're working for and the money that you're getting is breadcrumbs to what they're getting from you. If you don't know, on your job, you're a head count. You are a dollar amount. You are only a statistic. How foolish of you to feel as if you are more than that. So, what I want you to do is understand the way you make money work for you is not by saving it, but by spending it. The way I look at money is a child. Money is a kid. Money is a baby. Babies need to be taken care of, and money does as well. But see, once you grow that dollar into $10, it's able to actually make you more money. See, a dollar can't make you nothing really. Like, let's not be foolish. But once you continue to stack your money up to be able to invest your money, it is time to put that money to work. Get out there. If you get paid a check, get out there and do something reckless. Invest in something that is going to bring you some physical asset, because physical assets don't die. A physical asset will never ever lose you money. You're wrong, Brandon. Some people may say, Brandon, this speaker is not going to make you money if nobody wants it. You're right. The point is I'm always going to put it in front of somebody that needs it. I want you to understand what we just said. You said, Brandon, nobody is going to buy this speaker if they don't want it, but I told you I'm going to put it in front of somebody that needs it. See, that's the difference. The difference is too many people are trying to put products in front of people that want it instead of putting products in front of people that need it. Now, you might be like, what you mean? Let me give you a great example. So today is Saturday, all right? And Saturdays, usually people, they like to have fun at night, right? So if I had this speaker, hypothetically, I wouldn't go ahead and just list this on eBay and Amazon, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, all of that. I need to actually go outside and maybe go on South Street or go where people are partying and set up a table and sell these speakers. Because guess where I'm going? I'm going to a place where people like to have fun. And what does my product correlate with? Fun. See, when you start to understand that assets do not lose you money, they only make you money or make your money back, because there's nothing to liquidate a product, which means you're basically going to sell it for cheaper. But always make sure you're getting your profit. See, that is what I teach. And that is the reason I teach it, because see, it's so important for you to get out of this rat race. It's so important for you to get out of the mindset that, hey, I got it working 9 to 5 and that's it. Now, don't get it twisted. I am not saying a 9 to 5 is bad. See, it is a great thing to have when you're learning structure. See, it costs to be the boss. When I would not dare tell you that just because your boss is making more than you makes you nothing. See, because your boss won't tell you about how many times he had to fail. Your boss won't tell you about how many stores he had to close down. Your boss won't tell you about how many times he lost his family, how many times he probably had divorces, and how many times he had lost with his kids. Your boss won't tell you that. See, it costs to be the boss. So no matter if you're making money, you still have to take risk in some way or fashion. But see, a lot of people don't talk about what risk they took. A lot of people don't talk about the times they lost. A lot of people don't talk about the bad things that they occurred from doing the things that they actually felt and believed they needed to sacrifice. The difference is understanding that you're capable of doing the same exact thing. That's how you make money work for you. That's how you get out of the mindset of just taking what people give you. So, I really don't know who needed to hear this video, but I hope you heard it. And I hope you learned something. Most importantly, I hope that you walk away from this video more determined and fired up to actually do what you say, which is build that business. Peace.